Into the Senator, Meru County, flanked by my colleagues here who are members of parliament from the greater Mount Kenya region. Mount Kenya region is represented by Tharaka Nithi County, Meru County, and Embu County. And we have Mheshimiwa Nkadha, who is the county woman rep, Tharaka Nithi, Mheshimiwa Muchiri from Manyata, Embu, Mheshimiwa Patrick Munene from Chukaigamba Ng'ombe in Tharaka Nithi County, Mheshimiwa Murugara from Tharaka, Mheshimiwa Mugambi Murudhania Rindikiri from Bore, and Mheshimiwa Kanywedia from Tigania West. We have apologies from most of our members of parliament because some of them, like Mheshimiwa Kareke, is the chair of environment and I think is defending the department on budget in parliament before the budgets and appropriations committee. We have Kaduri Murunge, we have Kina Mheshimiwa Kirima, and realizing that we are in a difficult period and a time when parliament is not permanently at plenary. Some of our members of parliament also have country, but those that were around within very short notice because of such circumstances found it necessary to be here for this conference this morning. So I profusely thank them for availing themselves, and this is a statement by Mount Kenya East members of parliament. It's really a short statement in regard or in relation to what is happening in the Senate, and as you are aware, the majority whip in the Senate tabled a motion whose intention is to oust Professor Senator Kindiki from the position of Deputy Speaker. And if you allow me, let me read the statement. You will be able to take questions thereafter. Then the question that we are trying to address ourselves to is the position of Deputy Speaker of the Senate. His office requires him to be neutral. There is no single time, non-partisan. There is no single time he's been called upon to take a position as a party member, a loyal Jubilee senator, and has refused to do so. So this is why we are saying his position does not require him to be partisan. And secondly, even if he was to apply his mind to make a decision on whether or to attend the meeting that was called in State House, then there is clear defense from his end that the text message in which the phone number in which the message was sent is an Airtel number that is not in use, that belonged to him many years ago, and there has never been a PNG meeting where one would have the opportunity to change contacts, where one would have an opportunity to change contacts. So in the absence of PNG meetings for the last 3 years, right? So how would have Kindiki known that there was a meeting? Because it is evident that there was no service of the notice of the meeting to him. The conduct or the behavior or response of the other senators in regard to the Kindiki ouster motion, because probably they have their own ideas how they got themselves signing if they have so done. But what we have told you very clearly, and what is important to us, is that it must be known that, and if I have to remind anyone, political dividends are paid on earth. They are never paid on even. And Kindiki's position was a position that was negotiated. So a position for the Mount Kenya East region, and specifically for their loyalty to the president and their participation in ensuring that Jubilee won the elections. So when this happens, and where we feel, and let's even follow the natural rules of natural justice. why you make a mistake or there is something wrong, you are called upon to be told what you've done and then give your own side of the story so that you are properly understood. So the house star of Kindiki cannot be blamed on anybody else, and that is why we will not want to dwell so much on who has signed, who has not signed, but take the ball where, or the doorstep where the battle is. It is not about the other senators, it's about the president himself who gave this seat to us as a designed and take it. And that's why we are saying we cannot claim it. There's nothing much we can do, but we leave it unto God. We are not saying impeachment will not go through. I can tell you, I can talk to you with authority as a senator. Kindiki's goose is cooked. And what we are only telling you is that the person that we hold accountable or blame for Kindiki's ouster is the party leader. Right? And if he has found that we are not important, it's not necessary for him to keep the promise, then there's nothing much we can do. There is no intention. And we have a commitment that we had from the beginning, because we are Jubilee members. We are not leaving the party. We will continue being in the party, because other than just the party and its leadership, there is a commitment, there is a promise that the party made to the people of Kenya. We were part of the people that went around telling the Mount Kenya East people that the Jubilee government will do 1, 2, 3. So what we are saying, if anybody feels that there is dirt in the house, and probably the failure to live to the call or the promise that was made, then let it be done. That's the most basic thing. And if you want a reply or something said in Kiswahili, I think Pato can be able to speak in Kiswahili. Please do.
Mimi sioni kama mjumbe makosa ya Kindiki hata moja. Hii kutupiliwa kwa Kindiki kuwa deputy speaker ni kutafutia nafasi wale ambao wamefika. Hawana pa kwenda, hawana viti ya kupatiwa. Kwa hivyo lazima watafutiwe. Si ati Kindiki amefanya makosa yote. Na mkuu wetu watuambie kinaga ubaga, makosa ya Kindiki ni nini? Kwa sababu hatuoni. Na ndiyo sababu sisi kama viongozi, na tulichaguliwa na watu kama vile kiongozi wetu alichaguliwa, ndio tukurudi nyumbani tueleze watu yetu, mbona mmeashilia ndugu yenu afutiliwe. Ndio tukakuja hapa tuseme tuko pamoja na Kindiki, hatuoni makosa yake, lakini maoni yetu kama wabunge na viongozi wa Meru, Kindiki anavutwa ili mtu mwingine atafutiwe kazi. Na ndio kwa statement yetu hapa tumesema we have let it go, wacha iende. Lakini iende na Wakenya na Wameru, Mount Kenya East, Embu, Tharaka wajue ya kwamba imeenda sio kwa sababu Kindiki amefanya makosa yote. Ni nafasi inatafutiwa mtu mwingine. Chukueni endeni naye. Hiyo ndio mambo yetu. Instead of kusema hii nyefu yote, tuambiwe ni kitu tunatafutia mtu mwingine. Wale wamekuja, bibi amepatikana mwingine, ule mzee ameenda, lazima watoto wake pia waende. Sisi wote na Kindiki tulichaguliwa, tuomba kula pamoja, na inshallah Mwenyezi Mungu tutarudi kwa raia tena. Na naomba nyinyi watu wa media, hii kitu museme kinakaubaga, msirudi kule kwenu. Mwambiwe waekeni hii, wacheni hii. Say as it is.
Say as it is. We are just about to finish, but let me speak as Professor Kindiki is Member of Parliament in the National Assembly. Let me also speak on behalf of the people of Tharaka, where he comes from, and assure the country that in as much as I'm elected on Democratic Party of Kenya, I am not a Jubilee MP, but I have worked with the Jubilee ever since I came into Parliament. I have supported Jubilee I've supported His Excellency the President. I've supported the Deputy President because I know for sure what is good for the people of Tharaka, Tharaka Nithi, Meru, Embu, and Mount Kenya East. Professor Kindiki is innocent. Professor Kindiki has not committed any offense. If anything, he has been more loyal than loyal. Professor Kindiki has actually discharged his duties faithfully, being loyal to the President, being loyal to the government, being loyal to everyone. But the reward we are getting as the people of Mount Kenya is now visible to the entire country. Our question is this what we deserve? Is this what Professor Kindiki deserves? Is this what the entire Mount Kenya region deserves? We are ready to proceed and do what is necessary, and we will think about it, but we are not going to inherit Professor Kindiki. We agreed that let the seat go to whatever region in the country. We are happy that it goes, but we do share the sorrow of the people of Mount Kenya as regards the trials and tribulations that are facing our son, Professor Kindiki. And we must state so. We are not happy, we are dissatisfied, we are lodging a protest to His Excellency the President. Thank you very much.
A voice to that of my colleagues in condemning the act by Honorable Senator Kangata. I would like to touch on what Beatrice has said. If Kangata was to act in tandem with the regional bloc that we have been, the regional voting bloc, he would have remembered that he is a Kikuyu, or he is from Mount Kenya West, and we are from Mount Kenya East, and we have always worked together. In fact, he wouldn't have tried to do that. So we are very disappointed, and we see this as impunity. Our friends are trying to cheat us again. Ningetaka watu wetu wajue, watu wa Mount Kenya East, wajue wamekuwa short-changed. They have been short-changed once again. Uhuru ndio huyo, he is the chief architect of what is happening. Nobody doesn't know that. Kwanza kabisa, let's address the formula of appointing house leaders. We were called for a PNG in the State House, and we were told that we need to vote as a bloc so that we can have our leaders take the positions. Because we are the majority, we agreed that we did that. Secondly, he said that he made a lot of promises when he was campaigning all over. So instead of electing the chairpersons and vice chairpersons of different committees, we allow him to appoint and then we ratify. Because he had promised people positions, he said that is one of the ways of satisfying the different regions. Now the question is are you using the same formula to dissatisfy those regions? Or that scheme was specifically done so that some of these things can come up? We are very dissatisfied as a region. We protest with the strongest terms possible, especially the House of Kindiki. It is planned very well. The formula is very clear. We understand what is happening, and we realize that it is deliberately done to punish our people. And our people need to know that we always say we are together, but in such circumstances, look at who is slaughtering who. The Kikuyu is slaughtering Mount Kenya East. We do not want to say that lying. We are saying Kikuyus are slaughtering our people. They are doing away with our people so that they can get those people who called them all the names. Who doesn't know in this country that Uhuru has been called all sorts of names and he did nothing? We have been very loyal. When you say the truth in Jubilee, you are considered to be the worst person. When you say we use the correct procedures, we go by the constitution and the laws of this country, we are mistreated. We are punished. Those who called Uhuru names are the ones he is having breakfast and lunch with them today. They are the ones he is struggling to satisfy, struggling to please. Let them go ahead and please them. But God is watching, the world is watching, Kenya is watching. Thank you very much.
Mine is very brief. I want to state that I support, or I stand with Professor Kindiki 100%. And I want to remind these people that an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. And I want to say that because you see people have divided us leaders into two. There is the lie which is being peddled that there are those who support the president and those who don't support the president. I want to clear the air and say that we all support the president 100%. But where the difference is coming is we ask ourselves, going forward when our leader Uhuru goes home or he retires, who is going to be our leader? That's where the difference is. And then people come with all manner of lies, they peddle them saying that this and this person and the other person is not supporting the president. So we support the president 100%. But after 2022, what other support does he need? We have already given all the support that he needed, all the times when he was vying. But for now, after 2022, he should give us space to support whoever we want. Thank you very much.
You want to say something?